Wood County's live local news starts right now. This is BG24 News, live at 5:30.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Lucas Stahl.
And I'm Megan Gallagher. Our top story tonight: 2 men affiliated with the band of Mice and Men were arrested earlier Saturday morning after a fight outside of 149 in downtown Bowling Green.
Lead singer Austin Carlisle and drum technician Lionel Robertson II were arrested for felonious assault. The name of the victim has not been released. The victim suffered nose fractures in the assault and was taken to Wood County Hospital. Carlisle posted bond and is scheduled to appear in court on April 15th.
In similar news, a stabbing outside of the Bowling Green Taco Bell has left 1 man in the hospital. Rory Sheeks was outside of the restaurant early Saturday morning when he was reportedly stabbed in the abdomen and multiple times in the back. Carl Braden was arrested and charged with felonious assault in the incident. Braden posted bond yesterday and is scheduled back in court next Monday. As of this afternoon, Sheeks is still in serious condition.
A new Verizon wireless cell phone tower is coming up to Bowling Green, but not without controversy. Verizon Wireless and the Ohio Department of Transportation began working on a cell phone tower yesterday. The construction came to a surprise to the city of Bowling Green and BGSU. The two sides had initially agreed to build the tower at an alternative location months earlier. Ohio Senator Randy Gardner attended a city council meeting last night in order to show support for an alternative location for the tower.
The BGSU Faculty Association reached a tentative contract agreement with the administration on March 16th. Now, the FA and the administration are both in the midst of a ratification process that could soon make this contract a reality. Tomorrow, the Faculty Association will meet to discuss aspects of the contract, including the issue that members of the FA consider voted on most concerning, salary. Reporter Madeline Fenning has the latest on the BGSU FA.
For many years, BGSU faculty have been the second lowest paid in the state of Ohio, making salary increases one of the most vital aspects of the proposed contract agreement between the BGSU Faculty Association and the university administration. Candace Archer, chief negotiator of the BGSU FA, explains the pay increase will not only benefit the faculty, but the students as well.
So I think that this will help faculty remain more committed to Bowling Green, and because of that, it's going to help students, right? Because if you have faculty who are going to be here, they can build relationships with students, they can help students make it through their 4 years. Some students believe the faculty are especially deserving of this raise.
I 100% believe they deserve the raise. My mom is an instructor right here. Yeah, she works in the GSW department. She's been here a real long time. I think that people like her really just deserve a raise. They deserve to be paid more than what they get.
Because the FA is the first unionized faculty unit in the history of BGSU, it has created a new relationship between the administration and the faculty.
It's the first time that faculty have sat across from the university administration and said, okay, let's talk about what our wages should be and what our working conditions should be. So it's a very different environment and a very different relationship than we had, just 4 or 5 years ago. Hopefully we're going to have this relationship for a very long time. This is going to be one of many, many contracts, and this starts us on a path to being a much better university.
Reporting for BG24 News, I'm Madeline Fenning.
Both ratification processes go as planned. The contract will go into effect immediately.
Bowling Green State University is looking to fill the gap in state funding. With the help of State Representative Tim Brown, BGSU is looking to alternative ways to help fund the university. BGSU had a 4.2% cut to their state funding after the new state share of institution formula that was implemented. The new formula sets funding by the university's graduation rate. The old formula set funding by the total number of students enrolled. Representative Brown says the new funding model is a good idea but hurts universities in the first year like BGSU.
And now weathercaster Heather Pauloff joins us for a first look at our Black Swamp weather forecast. Heather.
Thanks, Megan. The sun has come out, but the temperatures are still really cold out there. Stay tuned to find out if there's a warm-up coming up this weekend.
Thank you, Heather. Coming up next.
An area woman is doing her part to help those affected by the Sandy Hook Elementary School shootings last year. Find out how.
And another look at your Black Swamp weather forecast and BG24 sports. Stay with us. Following the aftermath of the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting last year, many individuals wished they could help the victims, but just didn't know how. One Perrysburg woman is using her hobby to do just that.
Teresa Howard is the owner of Blue Skies Quilting. It's the first nonprofit quilt shop in the nation. When she isn't selling fabric at her shop, Howard makes quilts for individuals going through hardships. Her latest focus is the recent tragedy at Newtown, Connecticut.
I was just stunned, and my heart immediately went to just wanting to at least send the family a personalized comfort quilt. I'm about got them memorized.
3 months after the shooting, Teresa Howard is slowly working towards that goal.
We are in a project now of making 28 comfort quilts for all of the families that lost a loved one.
It's a way somebody can help, and you don't think there's anything you can do, but it gives you an opportunity to do something.
I wish that everybody that was suffering would be able to be given a comfort quilt.
You can wrap yourself in it, you can sleep under it, or you can admire it. It's not going to go away. They last a long time.
And so does the love that Howard is showing to the families in Connecticut. Reporting for BG24 News, I'm Matt Dunbar.
And now Megan Gallagher sits down with Teresa Howard live in the studio to talk about the project. Megan?
Thanks, Lucas. So yes, I'm here with Teresa Howard of Blue Skies Quilting and Gifts. Thank you for joining us today, Teresa.
Thank you.
So before we go into exactly what you're doing for Sandy Hook's, obviously quilting is a huge part of your life. Tell us a little bit about how you got started with that, what it means to you.
Well, about 4 years ago, I was just sitting around with my husband, and I said, I don't play tennis, I don't golf, I can't bowl, I can't do anything with balls, so what can I do for fun? And I had thought for many years that maybe I'd like to make a quilt. So I invited a couple of friends, and they invited a couple of friends, and we started meeting in my home. And actually, I didn't realize the teacher was a national judge, but she taught us how to make our first quilt.
Awesome. So obviously that started a huge thing for you. Tell me a little bit about Blue Skies, your business, and what you do with that.
Okay, well, we are a nonprofit organization, and we make comfort quilts for people suffering unusual hardships. Obviously, we'd love to give a quilt to everybody, but we do have a board that discerns who we give the quilts to. And we've given them to, I have a special place for fallen soldiers. My 2 sons were in the military as well as my husband. And we've given to victims of car accidents, fire accidents, tornadoes, things like that.
Okay, and so tell me then a little bit about how you said in the video about how you just were really touched by the tragedy that those people were going through, and it really, touched your heart and made you want to do this. Tell me a little bit more about that and how you got to doing this, what that process was.
Well, in January, I called the superintendent's office of Sandy Hook Elementary schools, and I just simply asked them what they thought about us making comfort quilts for each of the families that lost a loved one. And there are so many gifts that were given to warehouses, and there are people who say they've been given so many things that I really wanted to get confirmation that this was a good direction, because it was a huge faith undertaking. But the response I got was, oh, what a wonderful way to show support. So we started finding fabrics that would relate to each of the victims. Like we'd go through the obituaries and the People's Magazine and find out fabrics that specifically were of interest to each of the victims.
Okay, well that's great. Thank you for joining us, Teresa. Coming up next, reporter Parma Narbanga tells us the spotlights of one of BGSU's favorite staff members. And we'll also have a look at your Black Swamp weather forecast and BG24 sports. Stay with us.
Wood County's live local forecast with BG24 Black Swamp weather.
Good evening, Wood County. I'm Heather Pauloff here with your Black Swamp weather forecast. Let's talk about our current conditions right now. We're sitting in the low 40s with partly cloudy skies out there. And with those winds coming out of the west at 20 miles per hour, it actually feels in the low to mid 30s out there. So definitely take a coat if you're stepping outside. For tonight's forecast, dropping down to the mid-20s with clear skies, and with those winds coming still out of the west-northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour, it might feel a little cooler than that. And for tomorrow's forecast, we'll be rising up to about 45 degrees with partly cloudy skies, those winds continuing from the west-northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour, and sunrise will be at 7:14 in the morning. For tomorrow night's forecast, dropping down to just below 30 degrees, still clear skies. Those winds will be shifting out of the south 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation, 0%. And taking a look at some pressure systems across the United States, right now we do have this high pressure over the Midwest right now, and that's what's bringing us our clear skies and our really mild weather right now. It's really nice. It's a really nice break from all the rain that we got a couple weeks ago and snow showers especially. As you can take a look down in Texas, we have a low pressure system as well as in Colorado. But this pressure system right up here is what we'll have to be looking at for this weekend. And taking a look at our national precipitation, as I said, there is a low pressure system in Texas which is bringing some severe storms right now, and also the low in Colorado is bringing some mountain snow. And as you take a look up in New York and northern Michigan, we are getting some lake effect snow, but that will not be affecting us here in Bowling Green. And for our regional precipitation, as I mentioned before, we have really clear skies, some clouds moving through the area, but no precipitation, really nice out there. But since we do have that high pressure system, we're all pretty much sitting in the same air mass, so temperatures really don't vary across the region right now. And taking a look at our 5-day forecast, it will continue to be in the mid-40s for Wednesday. However, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and especially Sunday, we'll be getting up into the 50s, almost 60 on Sunday. However, we will be seeing some of those April showers on Sunday, but for the weekend at least, it'll be really nice weather, sunshine and mid to upper 50s.
That is some of the best news I think I have heard
Yes.
in a long time.
Spring is here.
Yeah, and we have those April showers, but you know how the saying goes, April showers brings May flowers.
That's right.
So I'm looking forward to it.
Definitely.
In a world where time is more than a four-letter word, common courtesies can surely be forgotten. Reporter Parminder Bonga found one individual who made it her goal to put a smile on your face.
How you doing
Good,
today?
how are you?
I'm doing super. How's your day going?
It's going good, thank you. When grabbing a morning smoothie or evening snack from the student union, you've probably encountered a smiling face that stands out from the rest.
I think she is probably the best cashier down there. Whenever I buy food, which is about 3 times a week, I always try to find her in her line.
I love Marge.
Stewart's flamboyant persona has made her one of the most talked about faces on campus. But it's her positive energy that everyone has come to recognize.
And every morning when I get up. And every day that I'm alive has to be the best day I have, because I might not have another one.
And Marge has many best days, and the student interaction is the main reason she has come to love her job.
Each and every one of them, they have their own special little place in my heart, you know? And some of them are rich, some of them are from poor families, some of them come in and tell me about how trash they got the night before, and others don't drink, and they're so different. They're all so different.
Marge also has become a hot topic in the Twitter and Facebook world. Her fame began with the birth of a meme developed by a BGSU student.
I had no idea what a meme was. I was like embarrassed, but I was flattered. At the same time, I just couldn't believe my kids would, you know, I don't know what you say, like me that much that they would do something like that. I was so shocked.
It hasn't stopped there. One student tweeted, "I secretly have a crush on Marge from the Falcon's Nest. She is just one giant ball of love." And another tweeted, "Marge, she's the sweetest lady ever." Marge's reaction?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It makes me feel good to know that I make these kids feel good, because they're the reason I love this job so much.
But the tweets aren't the only messages for Marge.
Just thanks for being so nice and sweet and showing that you care about what other people are doing and just being so friendly.
I would like to tell her to keep up the good work, and I will see her in line as many times as I possibly can.
When cashing out at the Student Union, you can always be guaranteed a friendly smile in Marge's lane. Reporting for BG24 News, I'm Parminder Bunga.
Marge has been working at Bowling Green State University for the past 13 years and doesn't plan on leaving anytime soon.
It's un-Falcon believable coverage that you won't get anywhere else. This is BG24 Sports.
Welcome back to BG24 Sports. I'm Jacqueline Elliott. The women's basketball team's WNIT run came to a halt on Thursday as they were taken down by Drexel University in a close 47-50 loss. The Falcons ended with a final record of 24-11. Senior Chrissy Steffen led BG with 14 points. The 2012-13 Falcons tied the school record for home wins with 14 total games played with 35. With the win, Drexel advances to the WNIT quarterfinal round to face Auburn. And here's what Chrissy Steffen, Miriam Justinger, and Coach Jennifer Roos have to say about the season.
I enjoyed the 4 years I had here. To have a crowd like that for my last game, I really couldn't ask for any more. So,
seniors are awesome. I'm really gonna miss them. Great role models for me, and appreciate everything that they have done throughout the season. So.
Want to thank our seniors. That's a group of kids that has 103 wins underneath their belt. It ties the 2007 class that went to the Sweet 16 in the NCAA. It's a fantastic number for them. They can be proud of that. I'm very proud of them for achieving that.
Falcon baseball was in action this weekend as they traveled to Central Michigan University to continue early MAC play. BG came up big this weekend as they won the series, shutting out CMU on Friday and splitting the doubleheader on Saturday. With the win, the Falcons improved to 6-16 overall. BG will take the field again as they travel to the University of Michigan tonight. Now over to softball. The Falcons started up MAC play this weekend. On Friday, BG hosted Ball State. The Falcons fell short in the doubleheader, losing 1-4 and then 1-3. The next day, Miami came to Missouri Field. The series was split as BG lost the first game 2-3, but got back in the win column with the next game as they defeated the Redhawks 5-1. And now over to some track and field. Bowling Green traveled to North Carolina State this past weekend for the Raleigh Relays. The Falcon freshmen came up big as 3 redshirt freshmen posted personal bests. Andrea Alt placed 6th in the 5,000-meter run, Maria Meredith placed 19th in the 1,500-meter run, and Demetra Taylor came in 20th in the 100-meter hurdles. BG will compete again this Friday as they travel to Akron to the Northeast Ohio Quad. And now a look at your Pizza Hut Athletes of the Week. Cody Apthorpe, pitcher for the baseball team, earned his title as he collected his first win of the season and combined with Nick Burns for the first shutout of the season. Also, Brooke Pledger of the track team was named for her efforts in the hammer throw. Her throw of 212 feet is the 3rd best in the country this year and ranks her at #1 in the East region. That's all for BG24 Sports. I'm Jacqueline Elliott, and we'll be right back. And now let's get a last look at our Black Sump weather forecast with Heather Paula. Heather.
Thanks, Megan. So like I said, it is really sunny out there, but it is a lot colder than it looks. So if you do head outside, at least today and tomorrow, take a jacket with you. But the temperatures will be warming up as we get closer to the weekend, 59 by Sunday, but those rain showers will be coming in Saturday night into Sunday. So Dance Marathon is coming up this weekend too. And so, I mean, it's a good thing that they're having it indoors and not outside with those rain showers coming through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely getting warmer, but those rain showers will definitely ruin somebody's plans. But
a little bit.
For us, it'll be nice because we are covering Dance Marathon Saturday and Sunday. We will have hourly coverage online, so that'll be great. I'm really excited about that. I don't know about you guys.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be fun to watch. Yeah, okay. That's great.
That's great. But that's it for BG24 News. For Megan Gallagher, Heather Pauloff, and Jacqueline Elliott, I'm Lucas Stahl.
Be sure to join us tomorrow night for a special edition of BG24 Sports with Kelly Hart.
If you have any comments or suggestions, visit our website at bg24news.org or at our Facebook page at facebook.com/bg24news.
Have a great night, everyone.